Okay, so this video is on translations, and I'm going to try to describe how to use and interpret translations of figures on a coordinate plane. So let's begin. What is a translation? So first of all, translation is a transformation, is a type of transformation. And a transformation is an operation that maps an original geometric figure, the preimage, onto a new figure called the image. So a translation slides a figure from one position to another without turning it. Okay, so transformation, preimage, and image are some key terms to know. Preimage is what we started before, and the image is what happens after some kind of transformation. Transformation means some kind of change that happened to it. And we're talking about figures like here, like this triangle right here. An example of a translation is just sliding it or changing its position from one spot to another spot. Right there, that was a translation. All right, so what changes about the figure being translated in general or real quick? The only thing that changes in a figure is its position, from its starting position to its ending position. So the figures or the two images are congruent, which means they are the same shape, they are the same size. They're just in different positions. Okay, there's some notation that goes along with transformations, all transformations. And one of them is called the prime symbols. And the prime symbols are these little dash marks right here. So the original or the pre-image will be labeled with regular letters like A, B. I don't know why they have B twice, but A, B, it could be C. And then after it has been transformed or changed in some way, they put this little tick mark, which we call prime. So this would be read as A prime, B prime, and should be C prime. So these are just the symbol or the notations of transformations. The translation notation, since this is what this video is about, looks like this. We have the pre-image, which is represented by the ordered pair xy, and then the translation is x plus a and y plus b, where the a represents how the x value changed. So x values go left and right. So if we added numbers, that means it moved to the right. If we have a subtracted number, it moved to the left. And the b represents how the y value changes. So again, if y added a positive number, that means the image moved up. And if it was adding a negative number, that means the image moved down. Okay, so here's our first example. They want us to plot these points on the graph, then graph its image after a translation of 4 units to the left and 3 units up. So first let's get this all these points plotted onto the coordinate plane. Okay, so I have these all plotted here. Yeah, excuse my lack of artistic precision, but it forms some sort of triangle. So now we want to create a translation, and that means and the translation here is, I'm going to put it in blue. They want us to move 4 units to the left and 3 units up. So each point we're going to move those things. So for this point A, to get A prime, I got to go 4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 units up. 1, 2, 3. So this is where our new A prime is going to be. I got to do the same thing with the B. Go 4 units left. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3 units coordinates up, 1, 2, and 3. So this will be where my B prime is. And then the last one is the C. Go over to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then up 3, 1, 2, 3. And here is my C prime, C prime, not C squared, C prime. And I should get the same exact triangle, but in a new position. See? So this is my C. This is our new thing. And what are the coordinates? I forgot to write those in. So this new B is 1, 2, 3, 4. So -4, and it's up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -4, 5. The A looks like it's on 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So A prime is at 0, +6. And then the C is at 1, is the X value, and the Y value is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, so here's a problem for you to try. So go ahead, pause the video, and draw this out on your paper and try it out and see what you get. Okay, so you should have gotten these ordered pairs or these coordinates for your translation. All right, so here's a new example. We have a quadrilateral, that means a four-sided shape with these four vertices. Those are the corners of the four shapes, and right here. And they want us to find the vertices of the quadrilateral A prime, B prime, C prime, D prime after a translation of 4 units right and 2 units down. So they want us to find it without using the coordinate plane. So what we're going to do is use the translation notation. Okay, remember the translation notation was our pre-image xy, and then we go x plus a and y plus b according to our translation. So in this case, we have units to the right. So to the right is positive, because in the x direction, going to the right is positive, and in the y direction it says down, so this is going to be negative. So we're going to do this notation for all four of these coordinates. Okay, so a prime is 4, -2, because we added 4 to the 0 and -2 to that 0. For b prime, again, we start off with the pre-image at 2, 0, so the x value, we add 4 to it, so we end up with 6. And we had 0 to the y value, add a -2, we get -2 there. For C prime started off at 3, we add 4 to that, so that's 7. C had the y value of 4, we add a -2, gives us a +2 for our y value. And the D prime started off with the y value of 0 and add 4, gives us a 4. And our y value started at a 4, add -2, we get a +2. So here are our vertices of A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. Okay, so again, please pause the video and try your luck at it and see if you can get the correct answer. And here are the values you should have gotten. Now for example 3. We want to refer to this figure right here. And if point A is at 1, 5, right there it goes, showed up. Use translation notation to describe the translation from point A to point B. Okay, so that means our pre-image was at 1, 5. So translation notation states we started here. So A was at 1, 5, and we had to translate that starting from 1 and then did something. So A was up here and now B is down there, so we know we had to go down in that direction and we had to go to the right. So X is left and right, so we went 1 unit to the right, so that means we had to add 1 to our X value. And our Y value was 5 in the original position of 1, 5. And we went down some, so we know we had to subtract, so or we add a negative. So we're going to add a negative number, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we add a negative 4. Okay, so this is basically what we did, was add 1 and subtract 4, and there is our notation. Or we can simplify that to say it's X plus 1 comma Y minus 4. This is our translation of any point from the pre-image to get the image point after the translation. So here is your chance to pause the video and read the problem and solve it and see if you get the same answer or the right answer. Okay? Did you get X plus 2 and Y plus 5? If so, awesome. Good job. You're ready to go ahead and start practicing, do some more problems that were assigned, and prepare yourself. All right, good luck. All right, second part of the answer, 2 units to the right and 5 units up. So sorry, that's the description too in words. All right, good luck again.